Hi, my name is Paul Pasolka, Ivy Masters Learning Center and ivymasters.com. Today we're going to look at Test 5, Section 1, number 13, which reads, in Passage 1, Beecher implies that women's effect on public life is largely what? So, we go to the passage, assuming at this point you will have read the passage. What we'll see here is, first of all, the blurb could give you insight. Passage 1 is adapted from Catherine Beecher, Essay on Slavery and Abolitionism. And then it goes on to say, in the second passage, Annalena E. Grimke, and Grimke encouraged Southern women to oppose slavery publicly. So, pair of passages tend to disagree. So, knowing what Grimke's saying, you might be thinking that either Beecher is pro-slavery or she's still anti-slavery, but she's saying that women should keep it to themselves. In other words, they should not oppose slavery publicly. Just keeping in mind that they tend to disagree. And then here what we have is, in the first paragraph, it's women's relationship to men, and she says that men are the superior and women are subordinate to men as dictated by society. And then in the second paragraph, what we get is men's role in society. And it doesn't cast a great light on men: shame, fear, personal interest. Men coerce or force people to do stuff, drive by physical force, blah, blah, blah. And then we get, at the tail end of this paragraph, she starts to transition to the women. But all the power and all the conquests that are lawful to women are those which only appeal to the kindly, generous, peaceful, and benevolent principles. So this is how women affect society. And she continues with that idea here. Women is to win everything by peace and love, by making herself so much respected, esteemed, and loved, that to yield to her opinions, to gratify her wishes, are the free will offering of the heart. So in other words, like, everyone's like, Mom's great, we're going to do what she wants. But this is to be accomplished all in the domestic and social circle. There, let every woman be so cultivated and refined in intellect that her taste and judgment will be respected, so benevolent in feeling and action that her motives will be reverenced, so unassuming and unambitious that the collision of competition be banished, so gentle and easy to be entreated as every heart will repose in her presence. Then the fathers, the husbands, the sons will find an influence thrown around them to which they will yield not only willingly but proudly. So basically, women are influencing all the men in their household. And if you remember from this paragraph, men act on society. So we take that with us to the answer choices. Let's see what women's effect on public life is. Overlooked because few men are interested in women's thoughts about politics. Is that true for that day? I'm sure it is true for that day. But an answer choice could be true, but still be wrong. Why? Because that's not what the passage is saying. That's not what Catherine Beecher is saying specifically in this passage as it relates to this answer. Answer choice B looks awfully good. Indirect, because women exert their influence within the home and family life. So remember up here, it said, all accomplished in the domestic and social circle. And then down here we see that women are affecting the men in the home, and then the men go out and affect life. Answer choice C, unnecessary because men are able to govern society themselves. During that day, a lot of people would agree with that, but that's not the point that she's making. And then answer choice D, symbolic because women tend to be more idealistic about politics than men are. Maybe true, maybe not what the passage is talking about, so we cannot choose that. You always want to answer according to exactly what the passage is talking about. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You could share it with someone who has trouble with just reading comprehension stuff, or you could tag them in the comments. If there's any video you'd like to see shot on any official SAT or PSAT or ACT, leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. And click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day.